Okay, so I just watched Aquaman. It's good. it's it's good. I heard a lot of people say that it was good. I wanted to watch it for myself because thanks to us still having DirecTV over here, we get HBO Max for free. Cool. So I wanted HBO Max. I watched Aquaman and just now. It's good. I want to say more, but that's all my brain is coming up with. What is there that I could say? Oh, right. Here's one thing I can say about it. This movie is way more bright and colorful than most other of these DC movies that I've seen that have come out. Like normally with these DC what DC does is if the character is wearing like their normal comic book costume, bare minimum they have to at least mute the colors and try their best not to make it look comic booky. But I mean, like they're limited in that respect with like characters like Batman and Superman. Like Batman has to have that back costume. He has to have the cape. Has to have the ears. But at least for him, his colors are usually it's easy to mute his colors. You could just make it all black and different shades of black and gray. But then, like you look at Superman, he's supposed to be this big, bright, bold, colorful symbol of hope. Let's mute his colors and make his solo feel all dark and gritty. Yeah, real smart. Good job. And you know Aquaman in Justice League, his costume feels like everything feels muted. All the colors feels muted. Like they turned them down. Like they're like, oh, we can't have it be too colorful. We don't want this to look like a comic book. I don't understand it either. But no, they don't do that here in this movie. It's bright, it's colorful. When Aquaman actually gets his costume, that it's a bright orange with a bright green. When you got, I want to say, I think the actual character's name is Ocean Master. I think that's his actual name from the comics. I assume that's what it is anyways. I don't actually know. I don't really know. I don't know DC. I don't know Aquaman. I'm a Marvel guy. So I don't really know much about a lot of DC characters, including Aquaman, especially Aquaman. But yeah, Ocean Master, bright purple. That's a bright, bold purple with a nice bright silver. Mira's costume is nice and is a nice bold green with like a really bright red hair. Also, at some point, she's wearing lipstick in the movie. I thought that was weird because from what I hear, you need whale blubber to make lipstick, and the Atlanteans are very much against like doing that. So what is the lipstick made out of? What's it made out of? I don't understand that. There was something else there was another scene somewhere in the movie that I'm like, why is that happening? How does that work? Why I don't understand this. I can't think of what it is though. Oh, that's right. Since when is Aquaman bulletproof? Has he always been bulletproof? Like in the opening when he's like in the beginning of the movie when he's going on to the ship. When he's going inside the sub and he's fighting the dudes. This one dude who just shoots him point blank and he just walks it off. Is that a normal thing with Aquaman? As far as I knew, like I know that's the thing with like Superman. Is Aquaman bulletproof? And even at another point when the guy who eventually becomes Black Manta tries to stab him with a sword, it does nothing. But then later on, he comes back as Black Manta and he's like, now I have Atlantean steel, and now I'm able to stab you real good. And it's like, is that the case? That he's only able to be stabbed or sliced or pierced with Atlantean steel? It specifically has to be Atlantean steel, nothing else? Is that a thing in the comics? Because I don't know. Like I said, I don't know Aquaman. I know plenty of stuff from Marvel. I don't know a lot of DC. Also, circling back to Black Manta, freaking like when he first shows up and like and his dad is about to die. Aquaman could have saved him. At that moment, I'm like, why aren't you saving him? Why aren't you doing that? I'm on their side now. Like, I agree with the like I could easily tell. Oh, they're the bad guys here, but they're supposed to be the bad guys here. But like, freaking Arthur really left them to die. I'm totally on Black Manta's side in that sense. Also, I have a bad stutter. That's fine. But he's supposed to be the bad guy, but I agree with him. No, I don't know that I agree with him, but I'm like, freaking, I understand him more. Like, don't just leave him to die. You're supposed to be the hero here. You're supposed to be the good guy. You're supposed to save him. That's the thing. I understand that you didn't really kill him, but you don't leave him to die. That's not how this works. I don't know, man. I don't know. That was weird. I'm probably not the only guy to say that, but like, come on. Also, when Black Manta gets his when like he gets all the armor and stuff from the Atlanteans, how is he able to tinker with that? How is he supposed to be a super genius? Because they didn't really establish that. They didn't establish that at all beforehand. And all of a sudden he gets this Atlantean technology, and all of a sudden he can tinker with it like it's nothing. Well, not like it's nothing, but like it's just, well, whatever. I just know how to use this stuff. I can just figure this out. I'm super smart, big brain. It's like, okay. I mean, okay, I guess, but like also feels like it's out of nowhere. I don't know, man. Whatever. Also, I kind of don't like how Black Manta kind of got benched for the entire rest of the movie after the one fight. Like Black Manta shows up for one fight with Aquaman, and then he's just gone for the entire rest of the movie until the mid-credit scene. I think all my big complaints really come down to Black Manta. all my complaints revolve around Black Manta. That's weird. Anything else? Here's a small thing. In that fight in Italy with Black Manta, like Aquaman and Mera are like separated, and then like so like we have like what we have what Aquaman's doing over here, and the movie will go, okay, now let's see what Mera's doing. And it'll go. It's this super slow pan shot over to Mira's fight, and I'm like, you couldn't do that faster. Like that, it's super slow and tedious. The pan over is. I'm like, you could have at least made that a bit faster. That's all I'm saying. Like you could have made that faster. I really feel like you could have made that faster. But whatever, I'm not a movie maker. I'm some dingus. I'm some goofball dingus making YouTube videos. I don't know anything. I'm not a movie critic. Like anytime I do a video like this, it's not a review. It's just me talking about the movie. It's just word vomit. There's no sort of script or anything to this. There's no structure here. It's pure reactionary. Don't take my criticism seriously. I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, sometimes I know what I'm talking about. Usually I don't. Regardless, this movie's good. It was a fun movie. But my question, I was under the impression that this movie took place before Justice League. But early in the movie, when Mira first shows up, she straight up acknowledges Steppenwolf, which means that this takes place after Justice League. So my question in that case is, where did Aquaman get that armor? Because the costume that we see him in the movie, in the third act, was I guess magically granted to him from the Trident. But like, where did he get that first armor in Justice League? That seems weird. There's probably an explanation out there somewhere, but I don't know of it. Also, kudos to you, DC, for taking this character who is connected into the Justice League and Batman v Superman and Wonder Woman and everything, and not like pointing to them and being like, hey, this thing is here too over in this universe. All right, back to the main story. Good job not getting sidetracked and making Aquaman just its own story on its own. Congratulations, you've done the bare minimum. I don't like being like that. I don't like saying that, but like that's how it is. That's how it is. If you can make a connected universe all you want, but just when you were going to specific corners of that universe, focus on that specific corner. We don't need a whole section of Batman v Superman talking about, hey, these are Justice League characters exist. Aquaman, Flash, Cyborg, they exist too. We're gonna see them later. Are they important right now? No, not at all. Not in the slightest. But we're gonna bring them up. Also, Wonder Woman's here. She's here. She's in the movie. Is she really important? I don't think so. But we're going to have her here, and we're going to have her in the final battle. So that'll be fun. Also, our Lex Luthor is goofy. It's all weird and wacky and cartoony for some reason. I'll never understand that. I'll never understand why they made a wacky Lex Luthor. That's not important. It's not important right now. Talking about Aquaman. Are we? I think I've got everything. I think I said everything I wanted to say. It's a good movie. If you're interested, go check it out. It's all good. I'm not good at this. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. Man, I'm bad at this. I don't know how to end this. I don't know how to end this video. Aquaman is good. It's nice and colorful. It didn't get sidetracked by trying to point out other corners of this universe. And that's the long and short of it. That's all I got. That's my time. Put up the end card. Let me leave. I need to get better at outros. Jeez, it's a problem.